welcome back to the channel. Last week I did a video about squirrel hunting from tree to table to show you how to clean the squirrels, and I mentioned in there that I make squirrel soup, and I had some people asked about the squirrel soup, so I'm going to go ahead and do a video on what I do. The first thing is I usually use 3 squirrels. You need to clean them, rinse them off. I cook them on medium heat for about an hour, and then I drain the water, rinse them off, and I put them back on medium heat for another hour. After the 2 hours, you take them out, put them on a plate so they can cool a little bit, and you'll pretty much find that the meat, majority of the meat's going to fall right off the bone. Take the meat off the bone, make sure there's no pellets if you're using a shotgun, make sure there's no little pieces of bone in there, because the last thing you want to do is give somebody a bowl of soup and have them bite down on a piece of bone or a pellet. Now, I did 3 squirrels. I normally do 3 at a time. Out of 3 squirrels, you normally get somewhere between a pound to a pound and a half of meat. This is like 1.25 pounds, so it's a pound and a quarter. But depending on the size of your squirrels, how much meat you're going to get out of it. So the ingredients that I use, of course you have your squirrel meat. I use 2 cans of mixed vegetables. I use 4 cans of cream of mushroom soup. If you get the big cans, you just use 2 cans. Today I'm going to use egg noodles. Sometimes I use, I put everything in and I substitute the egg noodles for biscuits, and I'll take a can of biscuits and I'll cut each biscuit up into about 8 pieces and slowly stir them in, and then let them cook for about an hour in there. Now if you use biscuits, once you put your biscuits in, you have to let it set for about an hour without touching it, because if you try to stir it before the biscuits actually cook themselves, then your biscuits will get all stringy and gooey, and it just makes a mess. So the first thing we do is get all the ingredients in there and get the noodles started in some water, and then I'll come back. So now we got everything. We got the vegetables, the soup, and the meat in the crock pot. We get the crock pot started. Got the noodles on the stove cooking. The noodles will take about a half hour, and then we'll add the noodles into the other stuff while this is warming up, and we'll be back. Alright, so we cooked the noodles for about a half hour. Got the water drained off of them. The soup's been in the slow cooker now for a half hour, and it's starting to warm up. So at this time, you just add your noodles into your soup. And get it all mixed up. Make sure you go all the way to the bottom to get your stuff off the bottom and get it all mixed up good. As you can see, this got your noodles, got your noodles and your vegetables. You have that cream of mushroom flavor, and you got lots of squirrel meat. Gives you lots of meat in your soup. Now when the soup's done and ready to eat, normally what I do is I make a bunch of bowls. I make a bunch of bowls up about this size, and I'll freeze them, and then once they're frozen good, I'll take them out and put them in a vacuum bag and vacuum seal them. Then all you have to do is, if you're at hunting camp or even at home, put them in a pot of boiling water for about 5 minutes and you got a hot bowl of soup. If you're home, you can stick it in the microwave for a couple minutes. When you come home and you have a hot bowl of soup, this pot will make 10 or 15 bowls like this. Doesn't take long to make it, and you have good soup for whenever you want it, as quick as you want it. You can add salt and pepper and stuff as you like for your taste. I don't put it in because I have grandkids that eat it, and we usually flavor it as I fix it for them. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. Give it a try. And I think you'll like it. My grandkids love it. They eat it as fast as I make it most of the time. So, hope you enjoyed it. Give me some comments down below what you think. And I'll see you on the next video.